Hello, fellow coaster enthusiasts, and welcome to the first ever video of BeneCoaster! In this channel, we will be doing all sorts of things coaster, and maybe you'll see a cameo of some of my friends too. Now sit back with your back against the headrest and your head against the backrest as we review Apollo's Chariot. Apollo's Chariot is B&M's first ever hypercoaster, built in 1999. Now, something that basically every coaster enthusiast knows is that this ride has pretty weak airtime and a slight rattle, as every B&M does. But overall, it's an okay coaster. It's actually my favorite coaster as of when I'm recording this, because I've only ridden coasters from Busch Gardens, and I've only been to Keaton's Dominion like once when I was 4 or something. I don't even freaking know. It has a standard layout with a pre-drop, or whatever the hell you call it, after the lift hill, like Raging Bull. So let's get into the layout. So this ride starts out with a 170-foot lift hill and has a 210-foot drop. But you may be thinking, how is it a hypercoaster if it doesn't even have a 200-foot lift hill? Well, since 2019, I think, when Kings Island was in some pretty hot water after they opened their newest coaster, Orion, enthusiasts were complaining that it was a hypercoaster rather than a giga. But Cedar Fair decided to step in and say, hey, do you think that you could call a coaster a giga if it had a 300-foot lift but it had little wild mouse drops? And they had all the rights to change the rules because they came up with the phrases hyper, giga, and strata, so they changed the classification to how tall the drop is. Now let's get back to the layout. So after the drop, it goes into 2 airtime hills that, like I said earlier, have pretty weak airtime. So continuing on, it goes through a fairly large helix that is where I felt and heard the most rattle. Finishing that huge helix, it slides into a mid-course brake run following another airtime hill, and then it goes into this swervy hill thing before going into a few more hills before entering the final brake run. And you actually get a little pop of ejector airtime going down that last hill. So as you can see, or at least I hope you can see, that Apollo's Chariot is my favorite coaster, but I'm aware that there are better. I'm actually trying to gain at least 50 subscribers to start a gaming channel. So yeah, I hope you liked my first ever video. Bye!